Hello everyone, this is Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to talk to you about the uniqueness of everything. This idea of just how everything is so different by name, person, ability, language, right? The differences that make you and I unique in this moment and how we're talking with each other in the moment. But yet how those differences are really in sync with what is happening in the world around us. How some people are leaders, some people are not doing so well, some people are just where they are because of decisions. And to think about that uniqueness, right? Where we land in life is so much of a factor as well, the environment. And like snowflakes, right? You look at everyone, they're all so unique. They look the same, but then you think, wow, one's right here, one's right there, one's right there. Another leaf on the tree compared to another leaf. One's right here, one's right there, right? There's so much uniqueness. The grains of sand, right, as our Lord will say, as he could pick each one of them out, that's how unique we all are in his eyes, right? So with the microscope, beyond our vision, he sees so much more than what we can see. So let me share with you number 213 of the Catechism to draw out the point with respect to God just a little further. So 213 states the following: the revelation of the ineffable name, I am who am, contains that the truth that God alone is. The Greek Septuagint translation of the Hebrew Scriptures and following it in the Church's tradition understood the divine name in this sense: God is the fullness of being and of every perfection, without origin and without end. All creatures receive all that they are and have from him, but he alone is his very being. He is of himself everything that he is. And so think about it. Can God give himself his own abilities? And by that definition, he just is. He's the one of the source of all sources, right? And you think, okay, wow, the source of all sources. How is it that he knows you and I from one part of the world to another at a different time? And that's why I was referring to a storm, of maybe even a snowstorm of some kind. Because if you think about it, you can have different storms across the world with many different snowflakes going over the land, right? And you think about that, wow, our Lord can really open the channels for everybody to grow where they are, to be born where they are. Maybe some of us are more fortunate because of circumstances, okay? And so for people who suffer and pass away early, it's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. And then for those who live so later in life, you're like, wow, okay, maybe they were meant to do so much more in this world also in another sense. But the thing is, now when you go into morality and like, okay, who is supposed to live and who's supposed to die and all that stuff, that's a harsh conversation. That's very intense, because some people just are like, wow, we don't want to lose our loved ones, right? We don't want to lose anybody. We all are unique, and we want to make sure that our gifts are growing. And so I think with respect to that, with this piece, let's always give thanks to God that he made you and I so unique that if anyone's going to try to tear you down, really just let that criticism bounce back to them and just reflect to them saying, hey, they're just so despicable people who do not understand you and I. Yes, we've made our choices, and maybe people cannot reform us in the sense that, hey, I'm going to make my choices, you're going to make your choices, right? The one reformer, the one who we talk with, who knows your heart, my heart better than anybody, is the source of all sources, God himself. And when we talk with him, it's like, okay, people don't understand where we come from. They see our actions, and maybe we do surprise people when we do a good thing or even a bad thing. And you're like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? The thing is, we cannot control another person. We can pray for people, pray for them to be inspired. And the inspiration of our Lord is so profound, so unique. That change of heart, the source of all sources, can really move that heart to do great things. And I think that has to be said with so much courage, because God alone cannot be given ability, because he is ability. He is as is. He just is, right? And so like you talk with him and you're like, okay, Lord, people don't see what's happening in my life right now. Can you help people understand? And maybe they do, maybe they don't. The thing is, with patience, we can move forward. And so if he is the source of all sources, the truth, giving thanks to him is a good step of being just grateful for the things that have happened in our life. And it shows gratitude. And when people criticize us for not knowing who we are, let that criticism fall back on them. They don't know you and I, but you and I are meant to be somewhere in this world today. We're taking care of what we have to take care of. We're all right. And people say, oh, you're breaking the rules, or so, and yada, yada. But the thing is, man, lady, everything just happens as it goes. And so with respect to you and I in our lives, we must be strong and be patient and help and hope for people to be good and inspired to do good things. So Be patient, allow others to grow, and allow people who criticize you to have that criticism come back to them, so that way you don't feel that intensity, and to recognize that God's intensity of love is the greatest love of all, and that it should be inspiring for you and me to go each day to be awesome people. All right, everyone, I hope this video finds you well today with 2:13 of the Catechism. I'm going to go help clients today. I hope everyone is doing well, is enjoying the holidays, getting ready for the next one, of course, Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, time just flies. And get ready for all the next ones. Just time never stops. But with respect to God, He is beyond time. He is as is. So give Him thanks and see how that gratitude will help you. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.